Sportscenter.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Buccaneers come away with a brutal 18-point victory. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Steelers pick up their third win of the season. The Cowboys drop yet another game and are really struggling on and off the field. Mark Brunell threw for 2 touchdowns and helped his Redskins beat the Eagles. In the Queen City, Cincinnati, we had the Bengals come away with a 7-point win. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Chris McAllister might be the biggest loss on this list. It's a torn calf muscle, and the doctors are estimating he'll be out for 10 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. Dan Morgan is probably the one that most leaps out at you. Tests at the stadium revealed a broken kneecap, so he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Texans, Chargers. Antonio Freeman
is split out at his own 20-yard line. Probably a little safety valve across the middle. And he stutter steps. Oh, no. He has more in mind. Breaks a tackle. Let him go. He could go all the way. What speed? Touchdown.
The Chargers win this one by the final score of 21-14. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Brian Allen will be on the move. You see it there. He'll be getting a nice little payday, too. 5 years, $3.7 million. Rick Meyer will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Texans.
Down in Nashville, we had the Titans get sent away with a 7-point loss. The Jaguars' defense held their opponents to under 100 passing yards in their win at Tempe, Arizona. The Dolphins won at home and will stay home for next week's game when they meet the Packers. Marty Booker stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Broncos, Chiefs. Mike Anderson
is inside the 10-yard line. Look at the moves for him. First man out of the backfield, touchdown, 8 yards.
The Broncos go on to win this by the final score of 31-20. Michael Vick went to the end zone 4 times and helped his Falcons beat the Ravens. Up in the Motor City, Detroit, we had the Lions fall by 10 points. And in our final game, we had the Packers come away victorious. So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.